Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a late one. Why are you sus? I did a Discord announcement. Everyone's reacting sus. What's going on? Am I not allowed to change my schedule a little bit? Just for today? Are you going late or starting late? We're going late, too. I told you I was going to do this. I didn't tell you specifically, but I want to do some late ones so we can interrogate people and things like that. Guys, stop being sus. Listen, if for those unaware, on Sunday it's Mother's Day in the UK, and so I was out doing some shopping today, and I had some other things to do. So I was like, I don't want to miss this whole stream. I was. Listen, ask Corky, okay? She'll tell you. The reason he's doing this to grief Gem. I did get a message from Gem today. She was like, every time I think I'm not working, you don't stream. I was like, Pepe laugh, you don't know. Listen, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. She's not here now. I'm sure she will be. I'm sure she will. It'll be fun. Why are we on here? Oh, because I was around a bit last night. We spoke to... Who did we speak to last night? I called Charlie Jones. I'll do a catch-up once we're in. How about that? Once we're properly in. I've just had an appointment. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I came around last night. I called Charlie eventually. It's been a while. But she said she didn't need us anymore. She didn't want anything. Just something to do with law and shit like that. How do you think with the 10 months? I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Sock22 Rave.
Thank you for the sub, Annie. I appreciate it. Yeah, we spoke to oh, I'm sucking it. We spoke to Charlie last night, and I don't know whether we believed her that she didn't need us anymore, or that it was just about fucking law shit. Beep boop beep boop boop beep. Yep. Good name. And then so I spoke to Charlie, and then I only after I got off the phone with Charlie did I remember Charlie Jones of Cyprus. Only after I got off the phone with Charlie did I remember that she was on this list somewhere. So I should have called her down to interrogate her, but it was too late. I then after that I saw that there was a new incident report where, well, when I first got on duty, there was like a bunch of shooting going on. There was like a bunch of cops and shit up at the news building. And then I looked at the report, and it was a cargo crate basically. But Sparky Kane was arrested. So I was like, "Hey guys, can I yoink him for an interrogation?" So I interrogated Sparky, gave him the whole, spiel about, "I know you're fucking talking to the faceless, bro," and he was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, bruv. I don't know what you're talking about." I did record that. I did mess up the recording to begin with, so basically what happened was my mic was muted and my desktop audio was muted, so the recording's just going to be completely blank to begin with. Then I unmuted my mic because I was like, oh shit, my mic's not muted. So then it was only me talking, and then I realized, oh shit, my desktop audio is muted too. So then finally Sparky came in, but I think it's fine because it was only the boring parts about the incident at hand. But you know what it is? I attempt to like make my life easier by whenever I end stream. So whenever I switch to the end thing, it mutes my mic and it mutes the desktop audio because I've got like an automation set up. But then I didn't think, hold on, if I click start recording, that's not going to unmute them because it's not a stream, it's a recording. I didn't think about it. I'll learn from my mistakes. You were saying you loved it and how it was super immersive. Oh, really? I'm glad that he's a good lad. That he's a good guy. He's fun to RP with. So, yeah, I'm liking that we're putting the pressure on people. Because obviously anybody who says that they don't know who the fuck these phone calls were is likely 98% of them are going to be lying, right? There could be an odd person that the face was like prank called and was like, "What's up, bro?" But it's very unlikely. So every single one of these people we interrogate, they're like, "Oh shit, the cops are looking into me for some connection with these people." So, it's good shit. I'm the only marshal around. Sag. And then what else did I do? When I spoke to Sparky, left there. What did I do after that? I spoke to Craig about something. Craig was playing politics with the judges, whatever. Basically doing director shit, even though he's not the director yet. He was playing politics about the impeachments and shit like that. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Though apparently the state has said, because when a justice gets impeached, right? It's the other justices can't handle it. It has to be the state, and apparently the state has got back to the judiciary and said we're gonna do something, or we've got a plan or whatever. So there has been a response already, which is pretty good. What else did I do? I attempted to call Alice Omen, but she didn't pick up. What else? So I swear, sometimes my brain really pisses me off. Because my memory's been so bad lately, but then I'll remember, like, stupid shit from last night that I don't need to remember. Who's it? I spoke to... Who did I speak to? I spoke to Elena, Mayor Elena, just Elena. And she mentioned that she had been speaking to Pestilence, and Pestilence had talked about a shipment of essentially the cure was intercepted, and they had a conversation 3 days ago. So I looked into it, and then apparently Perry had also received a similar phone call. But then I found the report that suggested that there was going to be an interception of some kind of important transport happening at the docks, and that was at like midnight. So Chris Peters was around, so I'm hoping he's written a report about what happened. But it seemed to be like clown related, so I didn't know whether it was actually related or not. Either way, there's some shit we need to dig into. I've got too much shit to dig into because we've also got that shit that Opal told us about a while back. What to do? What else did happen last night? And then, oh yeah, and I responded to a shootout. I responded to a shootout at Rockford Plaza. It was decently well done by the PD, to be honest. Hydra held up on top of the Rockford Plaza with Class 2s, and we hot dropped onto the roof. What did Opal tell Dark? Opal told Dark that she had spoken to Lang Buddha and Charlie Jones about essentially the Faceless, and it seemed like they were willing to not necessarily work against the Faceless, but at least speak up about them, because I think the Faceless had threatened Skipper or something like that. Can't remember the exact details, but specifically Skipper had spoken to the cops in an interrogation and given information, and somehow the Faceless got a hold of that and like gave Lang and CJ a book with like his statements transcribed. So somebody in the PD leaked this interrogation somehow to the Faceless, which is obviously an issue. But the issue is that the recording was just posted in like a report. It was just like literally just listed in the bottom of a report. So it literally could have been anybody. Like, it was just an incident report. It could have been anybody. Hey, gold, anybody. So, what are we doing now? Let's have a look at my texts. Also, I was this? Did I see this text? Oh yes, this was Elena last night. Okay. Also, I found out something interesting. I didn't really find it out. I did a quick bit of Googling and then my own little bit of research. But last night when I came around, I thought about this report, right? The one that was from the 3 mass suspects, right? And there was this weird twat from Hermes Trismegistus. And I was like, that name seems like real. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like a reference or something. And lo and behold, Hermes Trismegistus is in fact a real figure, I think. And I don't really like reading through Wikipedia, I'll be honest. Wikipedia is kind of a fucking bore fest. And recently, I spotted, me and Cookie were shopping, and I spotted a couple of books, and I didn't get them, but Corky went back and got them for me, because I'm a nerd, and there's this book I got, and it's like a fucking mythological magic type book, like a history book, basically. And I was like, maybe there'll be something in there about this guy, and lo and behold, there is. Let me find it. Yeah, Hermes is a Greek god. HHH. So I went to the back of the fucking book, dude. Where is it? Hermes. I don't know how to fucking say it. Hermes Trismegistus. Listen to this. I don't know how the fuck this connects, okay? But we're doing some story time. I don't know how this connects. I want that book. It's called The History of Magic, from Alchemy to Witchcraft from the Ice Age to the Present. And it's really fucking long, too. Like, it's a big book. Give me this. Listen. Where are we? Where are we? This music is so intense. How bad? 281. I'm looking. Here we go. So, it says, the Hermetic literature was especially influential through a body of Greek texts written between the 1st and 4th centuries CE, although they often only survive in later... Okay. You know what? All my music just wants to be way too dramatic right now. Where's that fucking playlist we listened to the other day? There we go. It's written by a guy called Chris Gorston. Anyway, they often only survive in later transcriptions. They purport to the writings of the sage Hermes Trismegistus, a Greek version of the Egyptian term meaning thrice great, which had been given to Thoth in the 2nd century BCE. So someone has named themselves thrice great. So I wonder if that's like an implication about like the faces. Like, is there 3 of them? Is that it? Like, is there 3 main guys in the faces? I don't know. The Hermetic texts range between the theoretical and the technical, with the latter instructing in magic, astrology, and alchemy. The astrology of the time developed from a combination of Greek thought and mathematics together with Egyptian and Mesopotamian star lore. It is possible that the 12 signs of the zodiac were a Greek invention. What else? Some forms of magic were better under their own star sign. Now, initially, I would have thrown this out. Because, like, faceless magic ain't no fucking... That made no fucking sense, dude. But, like, the potential that the faceless is, like, connected with fucking death and pestilence and might be war, you know? Then I'm like, you know, I can't dismiss this shit. Let me see. There was more in here. Hermes Trismegistus was often seen by Christians as pagan but important. For instance, by Augustine of Hippo. Don't know whether that's reference for. Here we go. I remember reading this and I was like, that might fucking be something, you know? The Arab invasions of the 7th century brought new cultural influences, giving rise to the most famous Hermetic text of all, the Emerald Tablet. Probably composed in the 9th century, it had a considerable influence on alchemy. So, let's keep our eye out for fucking Emerald Tablets, I guess. There was some more in here, but I can't remember where it was. But either way, it means thrice great. But, you know, maybe these texts mean something. I don't know. Maybe we gotta dig into these, you know, Hermetic fucking whatever it's called. So, yeah, it's a weird one. I did read that. Where was it? The name was a mixture between Hermes and Thoth, the Egyptian god. What's about who? I'm researching live. Who the fuck was Thoth? That doesn't tell me anything. Thoth was the god of wisdom. What was this? Hold on. What the fuck was this? I've got another book. What was Thoth's symbol? 62. Don't tell me it's a fucking owl or something. Wait. The Eye of Horus has been used for the moon god Thoth. Wait, the moon god? Uh-oh. Okay. When was that? Hold on. When was that fucking red solar eclipse? What date was that? Lunar eclipse. What date was that? But there's a partial eclipse tomorrow? Great. When was the last one? Go back. I swear there was the one recently, but I can't find the date of it. Recent lunar. When was it? Oh, it was March 13th through 14th. Okay. 7 Hermetic principles. Hermeticism is associated with 7 principles of Hermetic philosophy, which believe that. Not again. Not the fucking 7. Stop it. Not 7 again, dude. You know what's funny about 7? You know what I didn't think about? The fucking 7 deadly sins. It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. Alright, let's have a look what happened last night. I finally got the new Discord update, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think I like it. I think I do. Edgar 311s while a raid was conducted. Officer Gray was conducting a raid on Fudge Lane, received multiple calls, and... Okay. Mucho Gusto has a Molotov. What the fuck? Okay, who the fuck is Mucho Gusto? Edgar? Guest checking in. Guest in house. Mucho Gusto. State ID 3211. This is state ID 3211. But this is Fauna Flowers. What the fuck is going on? Wait, Mucho Gusto doesn't fucking exist. Is he trolling? What is... What is this? I remember... Wait, why have I seen this before? Someone tell... No, don't tell me. I have seen this before. I have seen this profile. Just a dead fucking skeleton? The metal came back as titanium. Eh. Oh, it was their legs were broken and refused with metal. I don't get it. I did see the name Halen Wild, who was the doctor that Edgar killed. I don't get it. I don't know whether I can wrap my head around that, but I can't remember why the fuck Fauna Flowers came up before. I cannot remember for the life of me. It's gonna piss me off. Ophelia Faye Flowers. This never got signed? Why? $6992. I'm gonna search that number in case it's somehow being used. $699. Wait, why do I have Fauna Flowers' phone number? I mean, she must have existed, right? So, I don't know why her phone number's in my records. You know what? Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. We've probably got more important things to do. Probably. Butch Lane raid on Aziz Shore. Let's have a look at this. Will I put some different music up? Let's put it's a nice Friday night. We'll chill out for a bit. Holy fuck! Oh my god! 6,762! Carmine's police badge? Dude, that is 15 assault rifles, 3 tac rifles, 2 sweeper shotguns, 12 Desert Eagles. $1.2 million in fines. Who wrote the search warrant? Who wrote it? Ventura? I salute you, sir. I salute you for actually doing it. The first officer I've seen raid for class 2s because of how many there's been. What an absolute G, dude. Holy fuck, dude. That's impressive. Well, hold on. What are they doing with him? Because what I want to do if I found that many fucking guns... Bank subpoena, phone subpoena. Is this guy selling guns? I'd want to know that. That's what I want to know. Is Ventura around it? I'm distracted. Getting distracted. Getting distracted. Not like I've got anything to do right now. Okay, I want to talk to Ventura about that. That's fucking huge, dude. That's huge. And it might tie into our investigation, so... Contraband, not bothered. Is there not? I did. Where's the report about the shit at the docks? Is there not anything? Maybe not. Maybe it's an incident. There was an OIS for that raid. 16 attempted murders. Holy fuck. Holy shit, dude. Damn. Good job PDing, man. Okay, I actually don't see anything, which is surprising because I know that Chris was like taking photographs and shit. Good creator. Shouldn't have been able to do that because it... What the fuck are you on about, dude? That's crazy. Listen, I think you need to go touch some grass, bro. Go touch some fucking grass. It ain't that serious, man. Kobe, thank you for the raid, buddy. Chris Peters. Kobe, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, I don't see anything. The heck, Chris? I have to chat to him about that. I want to know what happened. It was clown related. Maybe there was an incident with some clowns. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're around late tonight. I'm gonna do a little bit of a later stream, so I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, we're looking for... I was around kind of late last night, and there was an incident down at the docks. I'm seeing if I can find anything about it. Clowns break... Hold on. Clowns mimes. What the fuck? What's in the book? Come on, you don't just take a picture of a fucking notebook without telling me what's on the front cover, man. Come on, please, please. Wait, he has a custom fan? That's cool, dude. I want to see possessions. Oh, what the fuck is that thing? That gun? Notebooks? What? SMG Mark II? Have we seen that before? Pause it. We haven't seen that before. That's a new one. It's not on this list anyway. And it's like fucking shiny. Wait, someone else had one too? Oh, this one. Interesting. This guy had a whole fucking bathroom in his pocket. Wait, they all had SMG Mark IIs. What the fuck is... What happened here? Let me see. Is this from 202 minus 957? It's new! It is a different gun! Ooh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Wait. Wait, are these guys mimes or are these guys clowns? Is it the mimes that have these? Dude, I'm getting... Why do people not take photographs of the titles of books? It's like walking into a library with your eyes closed and trying to find the book you want. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I need to see if these guys are mimes. Okay, Meanie Mimeo. That one makes sense. Howard Howardson. Howard Howardson. He's a mime. Yeah, Picadillo. Sounds like a mime. Yeah. Okay, come on. Wait, does he not have a profile? Or did I spell it wrong? Oh, it's Picadillo. Mime. Okay, so the mimes had access and somehow have access to these little mini SMGs. That's really interesting. Because Charbucks had a AK and an M1911. I'll make a quick report on that. Investigative report. SMG Mark 2. And in possession. Mimes. And then I'll write the report later, but we'll just reference this bad boy. Yeah. I'm so happy I fucking sorted out my template. All right. There was an interrogation? Say less, dude. We're fucking treated this morning. I said the time is so skewed.
Everything you're saying right now.
Is this Bell? I think this is Bell.
Hello, there is Chatterbox, and this is today, and I did nothing wrong. I did it.
That's not how it works.
But it recorded everything I just said.
But yeah, that's gonna be.
That's what you said. It records the things I say, and I said a bunch of things, and it recorded it. So if you're telling me that's not how it works, either one, you lied, or two, you are stupid.
Damn.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Everything you're saying right now, I can play back in the future.
Okay, so it did record everything I said.
Yes.
So it is how it works then. Okay, so yeah, okay, so you're dumb. Okay, so what
Sounds
do you want,
break
bro?
into
What's
prison.
up?
What happened tonight?
I got shot, and then I shot someone, and then somebody else shot somebody. It was crazy, okay? Listen, okay? Let me tell you something, all right? These pathetic mimes that they kidnapped Bozo about a week ago, all right? They've been sending me pictures of
Bozo.
him, like, trying to turn him into a mannequin or something. And
What?
Now you're on the phone. Now you're on the phone when I'm talking.
No,
You
I
kidding
was.
me?
I was letting other officers know I was going off the radio.
Oh, so you couldn't do that before? Now I have to restart. Now I gotta restart.
You want to?
So, about a week ago.
Oh,
Yo,
Peter's around.
About a week ago. Oh. Shooting mimes, yo. Okay, anyway, they kidnapped Bozo.
We'll
and
walk
then
and
they
listen.
took Bozo, and we couldn't find Bozo, and then they were texting me pictures of Bozo, and they left notes. We attacked some mime, I snapped one of their yucking necks, and then I reached in his pocket, she had a book, and then I was like, oh my god, this book has a bunch of instructions on it. So then I told all the clowns, I'm like, you see a mime, snap their yucking neck, and check their pockets.
Oh
Doing
my
that.
god!
Killing them left and right, dropping them like flies, and I got all the evidence we needed. And then we found out there was a transport going on today. They were human trafficking, Bozo. They were taking.
That's what the transport
the
was.
boat was gonna then go to a different island, and we never see Bozo ever again. So we went there to cause a blockade, and it worked. And I shot the mime that was driving that van. He died. He's dead. And I hope he didn't pull through. All right? And then the big fat mime got out the van, and I ran up to take cover and reload, and then I started coughing, and when I was coughing, I saw that big fat sack of yuck jump up on the truck, and I thought to myself, I'm dead, but then I stopped coughing, and I aimed my gun at him, and I got a couple shots off, and he shot me in the yuckin' head, and I'm sitting here talking to you!
Damn.
Did you guys save Bozo? That's what I want to know.
I believe so.
Oh, thank
So
God.
you don't know.
Thank God Bozo's
no,
alive.
there's two different situations going on here. So why did the mimes take Bozo?
Because they want to use Bozo as one, just kill him, or two, as some sort of weapon against us. I don't know.
I'll listen to more of that later. Okay. It doesn't seem to be faceless related, but the guns is interesting. Ah! Fuck me! Hello, Chris.
Oh, hey, Dark.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry?
I feel so
I don't-
hungover, and I don't drink.
You're hungover?
Oh, hello. I feel hungover, but I don't drink.
Okay. I'm not gonna... Should I ask? Like, was it a rough night or something?
Yeah, let's just say I officially hate the clowns and mimes. I hate them.
Hate's a strong
hate
word,
'em.
Chris. Tell me more.
That entire incident down at the docks turned into something. I guess Bozo the clown had been kidnapped by the mimes like months ago or something. And, we had reason to believe that potentially, when you find notebooks that have mention of a high value shipment, especially days after, a shipment from Humane Labs went missing that had like vials of the cure,
Yeah, I thought that was it, but are they
Yeah.
related to that?
No, I don't think so.
So this was just like the clowns are trying to save one of their own from getting human trafficked?
I guess. But then after that, that was like a whole 3-hour thing. After that, the clowns break into the prison to continue
I saw
trying
that,
to
yeah.
kill mimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so there was potential human trafficking. Was anybody charged for that? Was it investigated? That?
So Oxby, I think Oxby, Brian Knight, and Bell were looking into that. I'm not 100%. I just was literally, I woke up late yesterday and was talking with Perry. I was trying to talk to her
Mhm.
about a few other things, and she mentioned that. That's when I did some report digging and was like, okay, holy shit, there might be some validity to this. So I went down to the docks to investigate, and sure enough, there was a blockade down there. And that's when I 311, and then Oxby, D, and Radich, I think, assembled a TRT team to kind of go down there and scope it out. And then it turned into that. But
No
yeah,
question.
it was an entire, I mean, it wasn't a waste of time, but it was really frustrating. It was really frustrating. So that's why I feel hungover. Because even right before Storm, like as I was going to sleep, there was another incident that popped off involving
God,
clowns and
okay.
mimes.
Damn. Well, one thing I am
Yeah.
interested in, and I've just made an investigative report about it. I noticed that because I was like, because I didn't know whether or not, like I didn't know that I expected to see something about the docks or something in the title of a report from you or something, but I couldn't find it. So I went down to the clown stuff and looking through like possessions and things to see if it might have been faceless related. I was looking for like mark codes or something like that. But then I did find class 2s on the mimes that were all SMG Mark 2s. Which we, as far as I'm aware, haven't seen before. It's not on the ballistics list. And and they looked like clean, like they'd just come out of a fucking box. But it was only the mimes that had them. So
yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, I'm gonna have a maybe that's something to if the PD's pulling on the thread of human trafficking. Take a dive into the mimes and the SNG Mark IIs, because I don't know whether you read my report about, it hasn't really been fleshed out, but the Dread Torrent stuff that with the faceless
Yeah.
potentially, you know, it seems extremely likely that they're the ones flooding the city with weapons, and for a source we believe that there's 7 suppliers. I don't know if that's valid or not, but you know, if these guys have got fresh class 2s they haven't seen before, that's something that needs to be investigated.
Yeah, now there's apparently some class 3s.
What?
Yeah.
Where? When? I vote about the Harry Brown sniper, but other than that,
It's a light machine gun. Found. There's no. Well, actually, hold on. Incident report 12484.
I remember this. This was Jamal. You're getting charged with the wrong gun. How did you find this? How did you know this happened?
Overheard some PD talking about it yesterday. I think while we were at the prison. No. It was a DOC. DOC said something about Chatterbox threatening to smuggle class 3s into the prison. But because it's Chatterbox and clowns and who just lie all the time, it was just something that I was like, interesting. But then did some digging and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, he had a light machine gun. It was Jamal possessions to date. Yeah. Jamal
Yeah, it's in there,
machine
yeah.
gun. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I need to circle back and add that to the cast 3 stuff. I did start something about it. Yeah, there was, I mean, apparently 16th of December 2024, Hydra was spotted with a Polita bank with an LMG. So it's gone back quite a while. Anyway, yeah, I'll get looking into that. I'm just trying to figure out, is there anybody I need to speak to that's around right now?
While I was down at the docks,
Mhm.
this was over on Abattoir Avenue, like across from Buccaneer Way. I did see a suspicious car. I was literally in the middle of typing up a report. I ran the play and it came back to Isaac Smith. I did not alert PD because I did not want them to do something stupid. I just looked around in the area. I did not find him. This was kind of like it's like where the boat repair yard is. That's that, that big giant warehouse, kind of open warehouse there. Looked around. I didn't find him. His car was empty, but
Mm.
I'm kicking myself. I know I ran the plate, but I can't find it in my I can't find it in my files.
Okay.
But his license plate reads I be watching.
It
So
does it?
it does. I know that there was another car that he had that had like plague as a plate, but apparently this is a new car.
What kind of
Looks
cars
very
are they?
similar.
What are they called? That I can't remember what they're called. There.
I don't know. They look like an old Bel Air, but that's not what they're called. The 1950s Bel Air or something.
I don't know why
I
I thought
did
it was
get
a
a picture of the
Patriot.
vehicle, but
They called. Fuck. I'd remember it if I saw the name. Not a tornado. I can't remember.
yeah, I don't know why he was down there. Like I said, I didn't alert PD because I feel like they would have done something stupid and gotten
It's a
the plague
peyote.
spreader.
A peyote.
Okay. Peyote.
Yeah, but I don't know what the official tag is. I don't know what they're sold as in the I'm trying to reverse engineer. Oh, good. Maybe I should go buy one. If you do Vigero, wait, there is the fuck? There's only one? Was it only VAFT cars in here now? No. Who's someone that might own a peyote? What's her name? The judge, Jaina?
Yeah, Jaina Pierce.
He owns like fucking every car in existence, so. I'm
I feel like
looking.
that's something the clowns would also have.
She doesn't know more. What's the car Tally bought? Yeah. I think I found it. I found a surprising amount of peyotes. Quite a few people own them. I don't see the plates. What was the plate you had? That
I be watching. I need to go back through
in all
and
caps or?
yeah, I need to go back through and scrub. I might be able to find it.
Who does this about to? Stage car. Oh, someone's 3-on-1 for me? You know who Amanda Miller is? Shit.
I have no idea.
Hello.
Hello,
They
is
don't
this
have
Miss
a
Miller?
profile.
Yes, it is.
Hello, Miss Miller. How can I help?
I need to talk to you about my husband.
Who's your
David
husband?
Miller.
I understand. Where do you want to meet?
Wherever you're available. We are currently at the airport right now.
Do you need? Have you got a vehicle?
We don't.
Okay. We'll come go pick you up from the airport. Who are you with, if you don't mind me asking?
His brother,
Okay.
Christopher.
I'll be there soon.
I'll
Bye-bye.
see you here.
We gotta go. Go grab the scout.
All right.
You aren't doing your help? What the? When did this book get here? Chris, you put this here?
No,
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Wait.
I'm not.
Whose wife? Come on, guys. Do your homework. If you can hear it, David the Miller. Does anyone remember that name? Oh. Shit. Go get the scout, the higher class scout. Not now, not now, not now. Open the fucking book. What the fuck is this? Okay, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, okay. Photographing, I'm photographing. What is this? What is this? Okay, 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 okay. David Miller. For those of you who don't remember, is the guy, the weapons expert that was kidnapped on the 6th of February. Why, we believe the Faceless. Okay, I gotta put this away. Death, the book, delivered, report pending. I do not want to lose that. Seeker of Death's Throne. His name to be uttered only in the darkest hours of night, lest it summon his presence, was Richard Fritz. Gonna be a long night, people. Buckle in. Right, Chris, hop on to, let's go channel 9. We're going to the airport, where David Miller, who was the individual believed kidnapped on the 6th of February, in the incident that occurred at Fort San Cudo, his wife and brother are at the airport. They want to speak to her. Oh, me. Are you aware of this incident? I do.
Briefly, yes.
Oh.
When I first got on boarded, I was looking through reports, and
Wait.
I remember seeing something about a kidnapping down at.
Go to reports, get a state marshal reports. There should be one from yesterday when I got delivered a book about the 6th of February by the Oracle. And attached to that is an incident, Fort St. Cuda something. I want you to have that open and get familiar quickly so that when these people talk to us, you're able to understand what's going on and take notes, okay?
Are you firm? Do you have any food, by the way?
No. Hey, is this, Miss Miller?
Yes, it is. Are you?
Oh, Miss... Yes, I'm, Field Director Richard Dawk, that's right. And it's, nice to meet the both of you. It was Christopher, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. You guys, I imagine, live out of state. You come a long way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
yes, we do.
you
I don't
want
want
to
to
hop
stay
in?
here any longer than I have to.
I understand. Just hop in and we'll head up to our observatory office and we'll get some privacy.
It's been a long flight. I
Can imagine. Where are you coming from?
New York.
Okay. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Miller, this is